Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am currently packing my lunch and some snacks for the day, so I thought I would take you along with me. And I also want to answer some questions that I've been getting, mostly from my clients, but some from Instagram too. So what I did was I woke up and I ate my first meal, which was breakfast. I had some eggs and toast and veggies, and now what I do after eating that is I plan out the rest of my day. So I use the app MyMacros. Since it's a rest day, I kind of just split up my macros however I really feel like it. I try to keep them even. I try to keep protein even at every meal, and then carbs and fats fluctuate a little bit, but I try to keep them, it doesn't really matter if I have most of my carbs at a certain time today because I'm not training. So what I'm gonna do is prep my first meal for work, which is going to be some cream of wheat, and I use this and I use oatmeal. I think I bought this on a whim one day just because I never tried it before, and it's actually pretty good. So this is the maple brown sugar one, and it has 28 grams of carbs and 2 grams of protein. So since protein is kind of low on this one, what I'll do is I'll add some egg whites and then I'll cook it with the egg whites in it. You really don't taste the egg whites at all. In the past, I've also used protein powder too, but I'm trying to use some more whole foods lately, and we have some egg whites I need to finish up, so I thought that would be perfect. So all I'm gonna do is drop it into a little bowl. And I'm probably gonna use the rest of what's in here. So these are just egg whites from Costco. The bowl is on my scale, and I zeroed out the bowl, so it has the oats in it. I'm just gonna put it on, zero out the scale so it reads 0, and then pour in, I want 80 grams of egg whites. So I just pour until I hit 80, which is about all of this. And then I kind of let that sit throughout the day. Sometimes I'll add more water in it, and usually when I cook it I'll need to add more water in it, but I'll let that soak. And then I'm also going to add some raspberries on that. So same thing, it's still on the scale. I'm just gonna zero it out and add 2 ounces of raspberries, because raspberries are actually a pretty good source of fiber. So that is part of my snack at work, and I'll microwave it at work, so I'll just let it sit with that. I'm also gonna pack some cashews. We just got this big tub from Costco, and I actually weigh these out too. It's just easier for me. So that's about 30 grams of cashews, and that's about 14 grams of fat, I think, which is pretty good. My fats are still really high, so I try to eat a lot of nuts and avocados and stuff like that to fill them. I get the question a lot about protein and how to get more protein in, and my clients, I find, either struggling with hitting their protein macro, or they're way over consuming protein. So if you're someone who struggles with protein, what I suggest is, take a look at what you eat every day, and chances are you're gonna eat chicken, let's say you have 2 ounces of chicken with your lunch. Instead of having 2 ounces with your lunch, up that to 4 ounces. That's gonna increase your protein a little bit. Do what I do with my oatmeal and add some egg whites or protein powder in there. It cooks up really well, and you really don't even taste it. You can have an extra shake at the end of the day. That's not something I really enjoy, so I don't really do it. But I'd say the biggest thing is just increasing what you're already eating for protein sources, making your portion sizes bigger at each meal. That's gonna be the easiest way. It's not that hard when you think about it, but I think people just kind of overcomplicate that, and they just don't know where to pull the protein from. So moving on to my next meal, I'm gonna make a little pasta dish. So we have a bunch of pasta cooked already. So I'm gonna do pasta, chicken, bell pepper, and cheese. And yesterday I did butter with this meal, but we're out of butter, so I'm gonna use olive oil for my fats instead. Another question I get a lot is how to measure your pasta out. And pasta's kind of confusing because on the box, this one says this is just whole grain penne. This says 2 ounces is 56 grams, and that's about 39 carbs. This serving size, all these numbers are for uncooked pasta. So what you have to do is pour this into a bowl, and weigh it out before you cook it. So I think Josh poured like a bunch of it into a bowl, got the number, and then he cooked it, obviously. And once it was done cooking, we strained it, and then we weighed the entire thing of pasta all over again and got another number. So you'll know that 2 ounces uncooked, I think he equaled it out, is 4.5 ounces cooked pasta. So it's gonna be heavier than what it says here, because if you were to take 2 ounces of cooked pasta, that's like 3 noodles, and that's literally not enough. So this is gonna be 4.5 ounces for me, and I think that's like half a cup of pasta. Okay, so that's about 4.5 ounces or half a cup of pasta. Extra virgin olive oil on there, so I need 1 tablespoon, which I think is 15 milliliters. And then I need 100 grams. We also cooked up some bell peppers. So only 2 ounces of chicken because the pasta did have 8 grams of protein in it. So I try to keep my protein at like 25 to 30 grams per meal. So I'm just gonna break up some chicken. We also cook chicken in bulk on Sundays too. So there's certain things that like we cook meal prep wise for the week, and then there's certain things that I cook like on the go. So that will be up, and then I can't forget the best part is Kraft Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle some on there. Makes it taste way better. And then these macros are awesome. It's like 5 grams of this, which is a lot, is 20 calories, 1.5 fat, and 2 protein. So if you want to sprinkle cheese on stuff, this is the go-to. So I just got this bag of Dove mint and dark chocolates. Usually when I eat like a meal like that, like I always want something sweet after, so I've just fit 2 of these into my macros. Little chocolates for right after lunch. And then my last meal of the day at work, I'm just gonna make a little chicken and cheese sandwich. Just using wheat bread, and then I'm gonna put 2 ounces of chicken, and then I'm going to use some baby Swiss cheese, and I'm also going to use a Laughing Cow cheese because who likes a dry sandwich? And I'm actually gonna put some mustard on there too. And it's funny, like I used to think like sandwiches were so unhealthy, and I pretty much eat one every day now. Just back in like my clean eating days, like I would never touch a sandwich, and it's just funny to me because they're like my life. So that will be my little snack after lunch at work. Pretty simple. That took me maybe 10 minutes to prep, and usually I do it the night before, but I wanted to show you guys how I do it. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Cal is literally staring at me right now. He's probably like, why is this woman always talking to a camera? And he'll bark if like I piss him off enough. That's all I have for today for this video. Hopefully that answered some of your questions on, you know, food prep and hitting your protein macro. So leave a comment below if you struggle with hitting a certain macro and if you want me to do more videos, or just comment below if you have a question on anything regarding macros, flexible dieting, nutrition, and I would be happy to answer them. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!